Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. We're at the new plot of land at camp, which the staff has named Whitetail Ridge, with Yamaha's Steve Nessel. Steve is an avid whitetail hunter, both with bow and gun. Even though he's scored some trophies over the years, he has a bit of a reputation around camp.
You know, it's pretty interesting to me how somebody can get a nickname or how certain stories can evolve all the way around. And one of them, for instance, is the legend of Ole Two Shot. You know, to pick up a name like Ole Two Shot, you pretty much have to understand the stories behind it. And in this particular story here about Ole Two Shot, what we've got to look back on is flash way back to a couple years ago when Steve was setting up in a tripod and this giant buck comes out, and not only did he whiffed so bad that the deer didn't even know what happened and frankly didn't run off.
It was a clean miss, I mean ridiculous. And I can second guess myself and try to think of what I did, but in the moment I needed to get the job done. So I cycled the bolt and got another one in the chamber, took a second, took a breath, and I let the shot go.
That was the first of 2 shots. Now as we sat down for this particular hunt, little did we know that the legend of Ole Two Shot was gonna expand.
This time we were going to chase unknown parts of the property, really try and almost go on a dual mission of scouting, as well as look for another good, you know, really good older, you know, a buck, in his words, that you like.
Sam, you're not on him. I'm really blocked, but I mean, it looks like about a 4, maybe a 5-year-old 8-1 with split G2s. Can't see him, can you, Jeff? Jeff can't see him. But now he's gone.
That night I saw the deer that just caught my eye, and I was the first one to see him, and we didn't see him for long because we spooked the deer pretty much right after he showed up, but he had split G2s, and I kept thinking about him. So we're down to the wire, and we're going back to my spot. The wind shifted, it's 5 to 6 out of the south. We needed a south wind. North wind would have blown all our scent straight down into the deer, the area where these deer are liking to congregate. And I get into the ground blind these guys had constructed, and we get settled. And before you know it, we had a really nice 10-point in front of us.
From where?
He had the frame that Wade talks about that, you know, has a chance to grow into something and be really, really nice if he gets some age on him. So, you know, it was easy for Steve to pass because in his mind, this is where we seen the split G2 buck. He wanted to wait and give that deer a chance to come out.
I don't want to say my heart stopped because it actually went to about 250 beats a minute. I glassed the 4-corner, or the G2 split guy.
Look at your split G2s and run, split G2s and run. That's him. He's old, we're taking him.
We're getting excited. He is just, his heart is racing. This deer walks out and he walks right out there in front of us, maybe 70, 80 yards, and he's just standing there around this bush. Steve, he's sliding around this chair, you know, oh, is he right there? I got him, you got him. Well, finally the deer gets broadside. At this time, Steve is a wreck. His nerves are shot, my nerves are shot. I'm thinking, I don't know about this.
Stop. Stop. Ready?
When he says I missed, I take him at his word. I was disappointed. I was upset. I was angry at myself. Angry for not doing it the right way, for rushing it. That's what I did. I rushed it. That's when Jeff breaks out with he might come back, and I'm like, nah, yeah, right.
You're joking.
It's not. I mean, really, right now you're gonna dump on me. You're gonna kick me when I'm down like this. If this deer's coming back.
That deer right there. That's not it, is it?
After a while, he got just enough. He was a little quartering away. I put the crosshairs where they needed to be and took a shot, and he dropped right where he was. You know, to go from that low to that high, it's hard to explain. But Jeff said if that ever goes away, you probably don't want to come hunting anymore. Proud of it. Sun's going down. I think we're gonna honor him. We're gonna go get the Viking, pose him up for some pictures, put him in the Viking, take him back, and then celebrate in camp.
Congratulations, Steve. Ole Two Shot on a well-deserved buck. Hey, next time you hit the field, bring along some quality glass with you. Check out Nikon Sport Optics online for a wide selection of high-quality binoculars, rifle scopes, and field scopes.